And we're back. Winners quarters.
Yep.
We've got... Things are getting a little spicy.
Exactly where I was going to go. We're getting into the good stuff. This is where we get to be excited about these players being, returning competitors next time. What are they going to do in the next tournament? We get to watch what they do in this tournament, but it's all about building those storylines and seeing how far people can push themselves. And I think we've been told, we're starting off with PSYKOTIK versus ELKMIN. And ELKMIN has had one hell of a bracket run. Bowled over Afterburn MK, beat down Mom, slipped past Yaya 2-1.
Yeah,
and was able to beat their round one.
That was ELKMIN's only loss. It's been a 2-0 absolute run through every time. But PSYKOTIK's out here with Zato. This is a character near and dear to my heart, but there is charged dust to start things off. Yeah, you burst that or you die. Zato struggles a little bit in this matchup because honestly, a lot of his normals are so reliant on Eddie being out, and Eddie is not...
Oh my god, he's got him! He gets him off the JD! Are you kidding me? That's a brilliant call and a great conversion to follow.
Yeah. And if you need Eddie to do your neutral and you need Eddie to do your conversions into big damage, like, your control has to be so tight. You have to be working so hard. Here we go with a pretty... alright, gets the break the law, lets you cross under. Keeps the corner, uses the invite hell and the 6B. This is just to buy some time. We're gonna see an excellent conversion in the corner. Uses the sword super. This is gonna get the knockdown on the screen, and also it's gonna completely refill the Eddie bar. You're trading a little bit of damage that you would have got from Amorphous to get access to Eddie back. Doesn't matter, Eddie dies right away. It is...
Hello.
Zato
burst
has...
bait.
Okay, yeah, uses the PRC to try and catch something. Oppose, which is when Eddie's got all the arms. That's the strongest neutral. Okay, spends all the meter for this kill. Fish, crouch S, fish, gets the match.
Keeps it at a round apiece, and winner of this gets to decide a lot. Picking up that one game just gives you a lot of mental breathing room.
Oh, okay, this burst. Excellent presence of mind with ELKMIN. Just absolutely stops the approach, halts the pressure as soon as Oppose is out. You don't want to be part of a Twitter clip, but when Zato doesn't have access to Eddie, it's done.
That's absurd. Absolute brilliant game that entire way through from ELKMIN. The rounds he won were won just so dominantly. It was never a question. The round that PSYKOTIK got was strong as well, but I mean, jeez. You all saw what I just saw. It's hard to put into words that level of proficiency.
Zato has to be slippery. You absolutely have to be willing to, like, run around. You have to take opportunities to escape as much as possible. Like, in this situation here, PSYKOTIK had the opportunity to get out of the corner and instead went for, like, what, like 20, 30 damage, maybe? It's really hard to come back from a life deficit like this unless you get a knockdown.
Shoots the overhead. This is big pressure here, but he's going to get gold RC'd, and
okay,
gonna force out a burst.
Good burst. Okay, oh gosh, that could have been death. You have so much time to OTG when the frog hits. So PSYKOTIK getting their bearings a little bit, and it's hard to keep your composure in this matchup. Soul runs you over.
Oh my goodness, great
Here
aerial
in the corner, here's the wall. Okay.
Whoops.
Now we're seeing PSYKOTIK be like, actually, I don't want to be here.
Yep. Find a way out any way possible. He gets that same conversion. Great anti-airs here from ELKMIN.
Okay,
absolutely
good throw.
Up at every turn.
Really afraid of the uppercut now that they've noticed ELKMIN has the bar to make it safe. Okay, gets the uncharged dust. Not a lot of characters get rewarded off uncharged dust. But Zato can Zato can guarantee follow-ups because Eddie will be able to act after the dust immediately. And Zato's corner damage is very, very high.
The character, but
It's just a matter of creating these opportunities, which is much more difficult than 5K'ing any jump in.
Right.
We're starting to see that slipperiness.
Yep. Playing a much more reserved game. Pressing when needing to. Great call out with the RC. Gets the throw, and he's going to be able to keep going on him. Weird little reset, but it puts it down.
Oof. Excellent game. Yeah. Unless Zato goes into invite hell from 5H, you can always jump out of it. So excellent presence of mind for Psykotik to know Soul can jump out of this. And ELKMIN, as a player who's probably familiar with this matchup, is going to try to jump out of this. So I'm just going to PRC get an immediate air throw.
Absolutely. And we're 1-1 in the set. We're going back. There we go. I was like, what happened?
I was like, did we miss game one? Is that it for Psykotik? I mean, really unfortunate luck on the P Eddy, but gets the command throw. So this does a little bit of damage, and more importantly, gives you your full Eddy bar back.
Oh, he's going to use it nicely.
Not the best damage that Zato could have got off of the wall stick. But honestly, you have a full stick of butter already. Yeah, use the YRC just to get Soul off you. Yeah, immediate burst. Create that space.
Doesn't have it with the 5K. Not going to reach in time.
Psykotik seems to be struggling a little bit. Maybe it's hesitation. But yeah, you can run up and use your crouch S to cover Eddy a little bit so that you don't have to leave him out all by himself.
Been solid stuff here from Psykotik, adjusted greatly since game one. It looked brutal for them, but now it looks very, very doable. No punish though on that Bandit Bringer. It's going to cause them to be all the way in the corner. Or, sorry, Revolver.
Soul's run is so fast that the moment a Soul smells fear, they're running towards you, and just all the work that you've done to maintain space. Excellent throw.
Animators
now,
back.
If Psykotik ever does that with 50 meter, there's a significant... Oh, excellent oppose. Could have got a follow-up.
Doesn't have him. It's the burst. Brilliant.
Excellent burst bait.
Put him down. Doesn't put him down. Just drops him, but it's not going to matter. Psykotik.
Yeah.
Finally,
and that's 2-1.
ELKMIN his first loss.
So here we are. No, that's the second one.
First loss of a set.
Oh, yeah. So ELKMIN's down to the losers. That Soul is a menace. We saw a lot of really strong decision-making there. We saw great awareness of oppose right up until that final round. So, like, obviously something in the mental changed for ELKMIN, where he was like, I have to close this out. I'm giving Psykotik breathing room. I am going to let this slip away from me if I don't. And that was just the perfect time for pulling out oppose, because Soul walked right into it and then put himself in the corner with the throw and the oppose follow-up, and that was history.
Right there. No, that's all it takes, and that's just... I mean, it's well played from Psykotik, too. You can't put it all on ELKMIN breaking down. Psykotik recognized that there were these opportunities, these spots to be able to push things forward, to be able to really dictate the game the way that Zato wants to be able to play things through, and simply took advantage of it.
Yeah,
and pushed the stuff forward.
When the set started, we didn't see it. We saw a little bit of hesitancy in the movement, and then as Psykotik got a lot more comfortable in like what was going on and how to approach this particular Soul, we got a little bit funkier in the air. We saw a little bit more interesting air movement, which is something that Zato's really strong at. Zato's really good at approaching from really unpredictable angles, and that's kind of what you have to do, because a lot of your options in the air are going to lose to 5K on the ground. But if you can bait that by just delaying slightly or just coming from like a slightly strange angle, and as we saw Psykotik get a little bit familiar with that, we saw it was harder and harder for Soul to keep him in the corner.